everybody? Welcome to Minnesota Twins Franchise. It is episode number 213. We are coming down the home stretch of season number 4. This is games 138 through 140. Today we're facing the Detroit Tigers, a 3-game series that will close out the season against the Tigers. We will not play them again this year, thankfully. They are the best team in the American League at 85-53, and you can see why. They are 5th in hitting, 7th in home runs, 5th in RBIs, 9th in ERA, and 5th in runs against. So an all-around good team. Game number 138. This is the final game of the horrid month of August. It is Chad Bettis against Justin Verlander. The Tigers drub us 10-1 in this game. They lead the season series 15 games to 2, so we are largely responsible for giving the Tigers the best record in the American League. They're 86-53. We fall to 46-92. And finally, we get out of that awful month of August where we only won 3 games. 3 games in the entire month of August. All right, we head into September. It's a clean slate. We have September call-ups. These are the players we called up from AAA. Mark Kirby, left fielder. Eric Castaneda will get his Major League debut at first. Brian Kaw, Scott Van Slyke, Caleb Cowart, Tommy Nolan, Stan Good, Trevor Hildenberger, Brandon Peterson, Jake Reed, and Brad Hickman. There's a few more guys in AA that will call up, but our AA team has made the postseason, so they will stay down there for a while. First game of the month of September, game number 139. There's Eric Castaneda and Caleb Cowart, a couple of September call-ups. We're going to get some Major League action here today. Kyle Gibson will be on the hill for the Twins. He is 7-7 on the year, a 3.72 ERA, 123 strikeouts, 240 walks. He's having a very good year. Him and Jose Barrios will be the final 2 pitchers here in this series against the Tigers. Alex Cobb will start for Detroit. He's having a good year, 3.25 ERA, but he's only 8-7 on a team that is 30-plus games over 500. All right, let's get to some game action. Francisco Cervelli in the top of the first inning with the bases loaded and nobody out. And he's going to go down the right field line, and it's going to go into the stands for a ground rule double. That's going to push 2 runs across for the Twins. And in the middle of one, we lead 2-0. We go to the bottom of the first. Miguel Cabrera, MVP candidate for sure. 39 home runs, 110 RBIs with 2 outs and 2 strikes. He swings and misses. And Kyle Gibson sits him down in order in the bottom of the first. We end one here in the Motor City. It is 2-0 Twins with the lead. Second inning, Emilio Bonifacio at the plate. Second inning in a row that the Twins have had the bases loaded and nobody out. And Bonifacio drives it to left. It's going to drop in front of Justin Upton. His throw to the plate is not in time. Run comes in to score. It is 3-0 Minnesota. That will elicit a visit from the pitching coach to talk to Cobb. And Francisco Cervelli will come to the plate. He's already got an RBI, 2 RBIs today. He's going to loop this one into center field. Charging is Kane, who makes the catch. Runner tagging from third, and the throw is up the third baseline. Catcher does not catch it cleanly, and Delino DeShields Jr. comes in to score. It's 4-0 Minnesota. Raimel Tapia now, batting .210 on the year. Runner in scoring position, and he lines it into center field. Again, here comes the throw from Lorenzo Cain. This time it's up the first baseline. And another run comes in to score, and the Twins have jumped out to a 5-0 lead to start the month of September against the Tigers. After just 2 innings for the Twins, we go to the bottom of the second inning. Brian McCann, .265 hitter, 13 home runs, 48 driven in. A runner on third and 2 outs, and he lines this one into the gap in right center. It short hops the wall, and that will easily drive in a run. And the lead is cut to 5-1 at the end of 2. We go to the third inning. Miguel Cabrera at the plate. Still facing Kyle Gibson with runners on the corners and 1 out. He lines it past a diving Eric Castaneda at first, and a run will come in to score. Lead is cut to 5-2. Tigers have an explosive offense. Justin Upton at the plate now, .272 on the season. Runners on first and second with 1 out, and he's going to split the gap in left center field. That one's going to roll all the way to the wall. It is picked up there by Raimel Tapia. And another run comes in to score. It is 5-3 Twins with the lead.
Now batting.
At the end of the third, the Twins' lead has been cut to 2. We move to the next inning, just inning number 4. Irvin Aviles will come in to replace Cobb. 33rd appearance of the year for Aviles. He's going to face the lefty Eddie Rosario, who's batting .228 with 13 home runs and 49 RBIs. Runner in scoring position at second, and Rosario's going to drive it over the head of the right fielder, and that will drive in a run. Rosario will end up with an RBI double. Twins lead is now 6-3. 24th double of the year for Eddie Rosario. Here's Francisco Cervelli again, and Cervelli's going to loop it into center field in front of Kane. Rosario around third, heading to the plate, and he is safe. At the plate, it is now 7-3. Twins have increased their lead back out to 4. Middle of the fourth inning, Comerica Park. Beautiful place to watch a baseball game, by the way. I've been there once in my life. Justin Upton, 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles, RBI and a run scored. It's 7-3. Bottom of the fifth inning now. And this one, diving play by Castaneda. He knocks it down, gets it to first quickly to Kyle Gibson for the out. And a nice play by the young rookie making his debut for the Twins at first. 7th inning. Eric Castaneda still looking for his first major league hit. He's over 3 on the day. And he lines this one into right field. Diving play is not made, and that's going to be the first hit of the career of Eric Castaneda. First major league hit for him, and it comes in a Minnesota Twins victory. Twins win it 7-3, and we are 1-0 in the month of September, a winning record for the month. Jace Peterson went 3 for 5 with a double and a pair of singles. On the day for the Twins, Eddie Rosario went 3 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Francisco Cervelli 2 for 4, and Bonifacio 2 for 5 with an RBI for Minnesota. Tigers lead the season series now 15-3, and that was our 47th win of the season. We're going to try our best to avoid 100 losses. It might not be possible, but we'll see what we can do. Final game of this 3-game series with the Tigers, game number 140. After today, there's only 22 games left. Jose Barrios will take the hill for us. 3.51 ERA, 148 and 2/3 innings. 128 strikeouts, 39 walks on the year. Daniel Norris will oppose him. Tigers wearing some throwbacks from the early days of the franchise back in the early 1900s. Daniel Norris having a good year. ERA under 3. Derek Dietrich will get the highlights started off here for the Tigers. 224 hitter with 5 home runs. Runner on first with 2 outs. Pitch from Barrios. Ground ball left side. Caleb Cowart with it. On to first to record the final out of the second inning. We're through 2 here at a rainy day in the Motor City. No score on the scoreboard just yet. We go to the third. Byron Buxton back in the lineup today. A 208 hitter with 5 home runs, 29 driven in. Runner on first, runner going, and a stolen base for Tommy Nolan. Second stolen base of the season for Nolan. With 1 out, Byron Buxton draws the walk. And that'll bring up Jace Peterson now. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Tommy Nolan at third, Byron Buxton at first. And this one is going to be skied into center field, and the Twins are going to leave a runner in scoring position. Through 2.5, it's still no score. Twins left 3 runners on base so far this game. We go to the 4th inning. John Ryan Murphy, backup catcher, 178, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. Probably a position we're going to look to upgrade in the offseason. Can't have a backup catcher hitting 178. And he's going to drive in the run to get the Twins out on top 1-0. Delino Shields comes in to score. And now we see Scott Van Slyke, left fielder. 148 on the year. He spent some time at the big league club earlier in the season. And he's going to split the gap in right center field. That one is going to bounce all the way to the wall. Runner's going to come around third and score all the way from first. And it is now 2-0 Minnesota. Scott Van Slyke with the RBI double. 6th inning now. Still 2-0 Minnesota. Brian McCann at the plate for the Tigers. Facing Jose Barrios. Scoreless through 6, and Van Slyke grounds it to the right side. Jace Peterson, diving play on to first for the out. At the end of 6, the Twins looking to go 2-0 in the month of September and get a rare series win against the Tigers. Blaine Hardy will come in relief now, making his 11th appearance of the year, a 1.74 ERA. He's only pitched 10 innings. Jace Peterson at the plate. Runner on second. Peterson, line drive into the gap in right center. And Lorenzo Cain doesn't take a great angle to it. Run's going to come in to score. Jace Peterson's going to round second and head for third, and he's going to be in there with a stand-up triple. Twins lead now 3-0 in the 7th. Jace Peterson with the RBI. Jake Reed will come in now to relieve Jose Barrios. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. Big at bat here by Justin Upton. And Reed surrenders the base hit up the middle. That's going to score 1 run. Second one coming around third. And will come in to score just barely. And that ties the game up at 3. Jimmy Dyer in now. 56th appearance of the year. He's got a 2.66 ERA. Facing Martin Prado. And Prado grounds it to the right side past the diving Tommy Nolan. And then overrun in right field by Delino DeShields. And that will allow Justin Upton to come in to score. And the Tigers take the lead in the 7th. A 4-run inning for the Tigers. They come back from 3-0 to take the lead. 9th inning, Justin Wilson in. Looking for save number 41, a 1.43 ERA. Miguel Sano at the plate. He's hitting .254. His average has really dropped in the last month. Runners on first and second, and Miguel Sano strikes out. So 2 outs, Delino DeShields Jr., the last chance for the Twins. Runner in scoring position. And Delino DeShields is going to pop it up behind the plate. Brian McCann back. And he will glove it for the final out of the ball game. Tigers come back to win it. And they win the season series 16-3. Jose Iglesias, 3 for 4 with 3 singles, is your player of the game. Byron Buxton, 2 for 3 with a double. And a run scored. Scott Van Slyke, 2 for 3 with a double. And an RBI. Jace Peterson, 1 for 3. John Ryan Murphy went 3 for 4 with an RBI just when we said we needed to upgrade that position. He has himself a very good game. All right, that's going to be the end of this episode. After we look at the standings quickly, Red Sox, Tigers, Angels are your division leaders. The Angels lead the Rangers by just 2.5 games out in the West. Your 2 wildcard teams would be the Blue Jays and the White Sox. The White Sox would have home field advantage in that wildcard game. The Indians and the Royals still in the mix, and the Rangers still in the mix for the wild card as well. In the American League, let's look at the National League now. The division leaders, the Nationals lead the Marlins by 2.5. Cubs over the Pirates by 7.5. And the Giants, 13 games ahead of the Dodgers at 93 and 47. Your 2 wildcard teams would both come from the NL West, the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. And the Pirates are in the hunt. The Marlins, Mets, Phillies. Look at the NL East. What a tight division over there. The 4th place team, Phillies, are only 3.5 games out of first. All right, that's it for this episode of Twins Franchise. Up next, we're back home at Target Field to take on the Cincinnati Reds in what should be a fun 3-game series in interleague action here on the Moldy Cheese Major League Baseball Network.